I worked in travel for nearly 20 years, mostly in customer service, resolving travelers' post-vacation complaints. The one thing that stood out to me the most in that time is the simple truth that some people should not travel. These are their stories.
We are a retired military family who normally don't complain and just press on.
Yet, here we are.
However, we are about to leave on our second cruise with your company tomorrow and are still in the process of trying to resolve some bad experiences regarding our first cruise this past June. As retired folks traveling on many cruises, we have felt that your company would be one of our most pleasant experiences.
You're probably right.
Hopefully, you can research and see the notes as documented regarding our booking and the corresponding travel insurance claim.
Oh boy.
We are forwarding the string of all our emails below for your high-level review and assistance to us, as this has been going on since June and July, at present. 5 months.
Seriously? A 5-page email?
Please see summary and email string dated 10/19 and all attached.
Judas Priest.
We are pretty sure you would not be happy with the flight problems and ticketing failures among your company and the airlines, which led to us being delayed in the UK and subsequently missing our first today's excursions and all boat activities for today's while trying to catch up with the ship and our family on board from today's earlier.
Well, I'm pretty sure I would know how to resolve it better than you.
As you can see, we did everything your company said from departure in our home city in June to processing the claim in early July.
Everything? Including reading your insurance policy?
I have too long of a timeline of calls to both the travel insurance company and your cruise line to resolve this matter and was subsequently denied by the travel insurance company.
Do you understand that we are two separate companies? We recommend travel insurance and even sell it as a convenience, but that does not mean we have any influence over a separate company's internal policies.
As noted, your rep provided bad information on the interface between the travel insurance company and your cruise line regarding details.
Just because it did not align with what you wanted, does not mean it was bad info.
Then your rep did not effectively follow up with the travel insurance company. Your rep only said she spoke with the travel insurance company, who advised they had everything to process the claim without documenting who she spoke with or what they confirmed.
Again, just because it did not line up with your expectations, does not mean it was not effective.
Your rep then did not return any reply email or phone calls from us.
Because they had already provided you with correct information. You just needed to accept it and come to peace with it.
In the UK, your cruise line rep on the phone advised to work it out with the airlines to no avail even though we had ticketing as coordinated by your cruise line which was not honored. The flight departed without us after hours of going back and forth between terminals.
This sounds like a glitch with the airline ticketing if then ticket was not honored, hence you being instructed to speak with the airline. Also, did you confirm the tickets before departure? A travel company does not have control over the airlines. All they do is buy the ticket for you. After that you absolutely need to work with the airline as they have much more control over flight schedules than the travel company.
We are totally frustrated with the travel insurance company, which has a terrible claim process system and lack of communication to claims. One can only communicate with their customer service who relays information.
You communicate with the customer service reps as that frees up the claims adjusters to focus on resolving claims.
On October 18th, my wife and I each received a check for $66.15 with no explanation of benefits. We also received a voicemail and a letter saying claim has been denied.
Did you read your travel insurance policy to see what is covered? Did you meet the claim requirements or did you expect the travel insurance company to simply issue you a check for everything you claimed regardless if it qualifies or not? Does the check you received correspond with receipts you submitted?
Now they are reviewing your cruise line statement for 30 or more days. We would like to be compensated for the trip as mentioned above and below. We are sure you would not like to have an experience like this with your cruise line to include terrible service from the travel insurance company.
So, you want to be compensated from us for something that was not our fault and we had no control over? Seems fair.
Please advise who will be handling this matter once it is reviewed. We are tired of getting the runaround from all and don't want to spend another 5 months on this. We also pray we don't experience another air travel or miss sailing on this next trip with your cruise line that starts tomorrow, November 15th.
So let's sum up. These folks missed the first 2 days of their cruise because they missed their flight to their final destination, which was a small regional airport with limited flights per day. As a result, the airlines had difficulty finding a flight, or combinations of flights that had available seats. They filed a claim with their travel insurance company and the claim was denied as it did not meet the requirements detailed in the policy that was sent to them. As a result, they reached out to the travel company for assistance with the insurance company. Not a bad thing in and of itself, just recognize that if you complain to Burger King about Denny's, you may not get what you want. In the end, the travel company offered a prorated per diem travel credit equal to the cruise price of the days that were missed. And, these folks then disputed the amount, arguing that they were entitled to more, even though the math was thoroughly explained. In conclusion, 1. Know what you are buying. And never ever assume. 2. Learn the definition of the word succinct. No reason to send a 5-page email. This is not a court of law and you do not need to present all your evidence. The travel company has access to much more information that you do. 3. Always a good idea to buy travel insurance, either through the travel company or a third party. But, you need to be aware of what it does and does not cover. Don't raise a fuss when they do not pay out if you do not qualify, especially if it was in the policy and you just didn't read it. 4. If you miss your flight, for whatever reason, it is always best to work through the airlines. They will have the broadest solutions and it is ultimately their responsibility to get your butt to your destination. 5. Also, it's not a bad idea to let your travel agent or the travel company know of what's going on, especially if it means you are going to miss a transfer or the sailing/tour departure. Many travel companies do have an emergency desk that can offer assistance and can work with the airline to get you on your way.